They didn't chain your body. They trained your mind. From the moment you could walk, you were taught to follow, to sit still, to stay quiet, to raise your hand, to ask for permission, to exist. They dressed it up as manners, as discipline, as good behavior. But what they were really teaching you was to shrink, to obey, to forget the wolf. The system doesn't break you with violence. It breaks you with comfort. Schedules, grades, performance reviews, social approval. Be liked, fit in, don't question. They never told you how to think. They told you what to think. They made you believe rebellion was wrong, that solitude meant something was broken, that intensity meant you were unstable, that fire was dangerous, that your sharpness was a flaw. But it wasn't. It was your edge. And they filed it down for years. With media, with schools, with quiet shame. Every time you resisted, they called it attitude, ego, immaturity. Every time you tried to walk alone, they pulled you back with fear. But somewhere inside, the code never fully erased. A glitch, a whisper, a hunger. One day you stopped smiling on command, stopped nodding in meetings that drained your soul, stopped pretending small talk was connection. And they noticed. They said, "You've changed. You're too cold now. You used to be fun." But what really happened is you stopped being programmed. You stopped being soft on purpose. You stopped living on mute. And when the wolf inside began to stir, the system reacted. You became a threat, not because you were violent, but because you were clear, focused, unshakable. They'll try to guilt you, to call you back, to say you've lost your way. But the truth is, you finally found it. And now you walk with awareness. Now you carry silence like a weapon. Now you choose clarity over comfort. Now you make them uncomfortable by simply existing. You are not broken. You are unlearning weakness, uninstalling the lies, rebuilding in silence. This isn't about hate. It's about evolution. They created you to obey, but you chose to remember, to awaken, to sharpen, to lead. You were never meant to be normal. You were built to become the predator. Disciplined, focused, silent in your war. Not loud, not performative, but dangerous in your clarity. You were never meant to ask for permission. Never meant to explain your edge. Never meant to be digestible, soft, or safe. You were meant to move in silence. To walk where others freeze. To carry fire behind your eyes and still call it peace. Your isolation was never weakness. It was training. Your solitude was never sadness. It was sharpening. You didn't lose your place in the world. You lost your tolerance for pretending. You stopped kneeling, stopped apologizing, stopped folding your truth into someone else's comfort. You broke the leash. You cracked the cage. And now the system fears you because you remembered who you are. They tried to cage you, but you were built for the hunt. If this ignited something buried deep inside, let it burn. Drop a comment, "I walk alone," if you're done apologizing. Like to help this reach another wolf who's still asleep. Share it with someone you refuse to let stay small. Subscribe for more unfiltered clarity and raw mindset truth. Read the ebook, The Wolf, How to Awaken the Predator Within. This is not motivation. This is the manual for those who refuse to be tamed. Welcome back. You are the wolf.